So this is the Southern Charm kit. Look how adorable that is. You get all of the pages you need in this kit. You're gonna get the bead, the pearls, and the wire. You're gonna get 3 yards of lace, but in this one I'm gonna use pink chiffon because that's what I want. And then the extras you're gonna need are glue, double-sided tape, hole punch, and then I got these little charms I'm gonna add. A half of a pearl, and I have all these little things in my stash, so we're just gonna use those. So let's get started. I did get most of it cut out, but let's start with these two. So this is colored just so you could see the edges. If that was printed on white, you'd never know where it was. This piece and this piece, we're gonna glue together. So let's just start by cutting those out. I did cut them out individually and then realized it, so I wanna save you a few steps. Cut all of that. Then we're gonna cut this. So this is such a cute little journal. You can add pages to it once you see how it's done. Okay. So to begin with, let's move all this, and this. So we're gonna just glue these two pieces together. I'm gonna use tape and I'm gonna use glue. Oh. And very little glue. Otherwise glue will leave wrinkles when it dries. So I'm just gonna let that dry. And then we'll cut that out later. Let's assemble our pieces. What is the problem here? So here is the back, the front, the sides. So this is the outer part. On the pages it's going to show you. I cut everything out and just tossed it away. It's going to show you the outer purse cover. This is the flap over. So we are going to, there is also a very faint line right here that you're gonna score that, but actually we're gonna, you could do it now or you can do it later, but we definitely need to score these flaps. You can't even see what I'm doing. I'm gonna lightly get it started with my finger. I like to do it on the edge of my desk, and you can't, it's off camera, you can't see me. Okay, got that started. Then I've got my big heavy duty scissors. I'm gonna do this side. And then this side. Okay. Okay, now we've got those all folded in. Now we need the piece that's a little rounded, and we're gonna fold the flaps the same way. Oh, that's a little off. It's just a tad off. You can't even see me. Let's get that down. Okay, now this piece is going to attach this piece. So for that purpose, I'm going to unfold this. I'm going to use some tape and some glue. Oops. The tape is for now, the glue is forever. Just some dots. I'm gonna line up my edges. And press it into place. There we go. Now, let's score this line, and then this is kind of the, you'll see the outside of the little purse. There's one line, and I'm looking for the line. There we go. There's the other line. So now, this sweet little thing makes our little purse. There's another score line here. This pink faint score lines are very faint. And I'm kind of in a dark room. I should have more light. There we go. Now at this point, you need to decide if you want to use a magnet or if you want to use Velcro. I'm going to use Velcro. But if you wanted to use a magnet, now is the time to put your magnet in. Now, we need to put our handle in. So once we make sure everything is kind of right, I feel like I did a little tape over there. Let me fix that. Oh. Okay. Okay, I also did forget to add, you're gonna need just some regular tape for this next step. I am gonna use Velcro, so I'm not gonna put that on yet. I'm gonna wait till the last to put that on, but we need to poke our holes in here. My hole punch is too big for the type of hole I want. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get it wet with the paintbrush and poke through it. So then I have just a little hole where I want it. Kind of just match it up on the other side and twist it and push it in. There we go. So in your kit, this is 18 inches of about 20 gauge wire, I believe. So you're gonna want to curl one end, put all of the pearls on, and curl the other end. That way you're not gonna have any mistakes of them slipping off the other end, and this may be too long. You can cut it. I'm gonna uncurl, slide one side in. I'm not sure how many, if this pearl, yeah, that's 20 pearls. So that's what I'll include in the kit. So we're going to kind of push this wire. I'm gonna untangle this side. We're gonna push this through. And we want it nice and tight and secure up against pull them tight and then wrap. I'm gonna cut some of this. I think that's just too long. It's in the way. So we need this to be flat and tight and secure. So, okay. Kind of twist it and just however you can get it to tighten, and then lay it flat. That's perfect. Now we're gonna tape this in place. No one's gonna see this. So try and get it as flat as you can. Make this as secure as I can. Now, so you still have a little room to play. There's the shape of it, and that's so cute. Okay, now, if you're doing your magnet, now is the time you want to figure out where and line it up. I'm not doing a magnet. So we're going to do the inside pages, which I believe, where's my other, here it is. So this will go here, and it says you can cut this off. I'm gonna leave it there just to give it some more security. So we're going to score this. It's gonna help hold down that wire. And then it's got the same score lines to match up with this, which is very hard to see. I like to do it this way, that way I can actually make sure I'm on the right line. Okay. So now we're going to use tape and we're going to use glue. I'm going to put this in first, so then that way this will cover it. So for our tape, make sure this is down. Oops. I'm going to actually push this to the other side for right now. It's very hard once this pearl is on. I'm going to do glue over this, and I'm actually going to do a glue stick. I don't want any wrinkles on this part, but I need it to be secure. Go. Just got a little off, but that's okay. I can trim it when we're all done. So then we're gonna tuck this in here. And we're gonna do the same thing I'm gonna go ahead and pre-score this one also. Let's do some tape. Now I'm gonna fold the handle up. Oh, come on. It really is not that difficult. I keep pushing it in the wrong direction. Okay, now there we go. Oh, I got a little off, but I can trim it when we're done. Make sure all my fold lines are good. And there we have it. Didn't tighten that up quite enough, but that's okay. You just gotta make sure and get this part really tight so I'll figure out something to do there. Now I'm gonna trim this up because I did my probably first cut job was terrible. Let's trim here. And then here. Everything else looks good. Okay, now, let's see. I think that's extra. Now, we want these pages. We're gonna cut this out. Okay, they're all cut. So the little mark on each side, that's your hole punch. This hole punch is nice because you can see where you're gonna punch. And then this is the piece. Flip out the back and cut this tag before attaching. This is not going to add any extra strength, so we can go ahead and cut that off. Now, this flap we need to go ahead and score. It's a little trickier since there's two pieces. I'm going to start doing it this way and then I'll flip it back. Okay, there's one side. And then we'll do the same with this side. Now, it's a bow, so you want to figure out which way it's gonna go. And then we're gonna just glue it like that. So on this side, I'm gonna put my tape. Come on. And some dots of glue, very sparingly. Okay. And then we want to make sure and line this side up. I just stuck my finger in some glue. Like, how cute is that? Okay, I did something here. I think I didn't cut it correctly, which is fine. We'll just fix it. So now, I got this pink organza. I just thought this would be so pretty, but in your kit is the vintage lace. That would be adorable also. We're gonna slip it in one side and then through the other. Oh, come on. Come on now. Oh, hole's big enough. There we go. I know I've cut too much, but I'd rather have too much right now than not enough. Oh, that's so cute. It's just so soft and pink and girly. Okay. Let's just trim this. Now, you could put this on either side. I'm gonna put this in the back. It's also gonna help give it some more stability. So we're gonna line it up right next to where we scored it there, because this is the bottom of the purse. So now my tape, put some tape on the edges. Glue stick in the center. And then the most important thing is right there at the side. Oh, hold on. Hold on, man down. I didn't get it far enough. Hold on, man down. Fix that. Okay, let's try that. I think I didn't fold that right, but you know what? No one's gonna see it. They are gonna see this, however, so we'll trim it. And if this bugs me, I'll trim it. That's part of the flap, so we'll just make do. Here is our cute little purse. Okay, now the pages. if you noticed the size of the centers, there is a big, medium, and small. So we're gonna glue these together, the mediums together, make sure that they're all the right way, and the largest together. Okay. And I'm just gonna use glue. I prefer this glue stick because it doesn't wrinkle up my pages. And of course, I'm a little off, but I can just trim that. Sure, it's not going to be the first time or the last time. Okay. Now, this one. Wow, I got really off on that one. That's okay. You just cut it. Nobody's gonna know. I think I was really tired last night when I cut these out. And then our last one. So this side. That one's not bad. That's just a little trim. Not bad at all. Okay, now we're gonna score these. Let's get rid of those. Okay, there's the small, here is the medium. I'm gonna do them straight is the trickiest part. And then the large. Now, they are going to go into your book just like large, medium. That way you can also line them up. And then the small. Now, with your hole punch, I am just gonna use mine as a guide. As far as it'll go is where I'm gonna punch. But you wanna do the same top and bottom. And then in the book also. I see my little ribbon in the way. Kind of in the center. I'm going to use the same ribbon, the organza. We're going to feed it through. Oops, and I almost put it in upside down. This is very tough to see, but we're just going to push it through. Make this as small as I can to go through all three. In fact, I'm gonna just push it through with my little paintbrush. There. Now we're gonna get about the same length and go through the other side. Oh, did I? No, that is not. Good gravy. I thought I put it in upside down. Let's try this again. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing here. Now, you could make these pages, copy what's here, make them just a tad smaller in the, oh, wait a minute, what did I do here? Wait a minute. Oh, and you know what? I did this wrong. Goodness. You'll know when it's right. And it's really not this hard. There we go. And pull it tight. We're gonna tighten down for these pages. I don't want a bow. I'm just gonna make a knot. And if I ever wanted to add more pages, I'll just cut it and put more ribbon in. I just like the subtle look of this organza. How sweet is that? Now, I did get this little half pearl to put right there to be like a little button. I'm not sure if these are stickers or if I need to add some glue. You could do an old vintage buttons there, would be super cute. Now, I got this charm, and then there's a bunch of little charms in here. You can make them like a purse charm. These are all little pockets, little folios. This one tells you exactly how to do it. Start with this, put that on. This goes over here. These little cards go down inside of it. Like, this is so cute. These would be cute as a little charm on the outside. So now's the fun part where you can just dress it up. That's adorable. I'm gonna put my little Velcro pieces on. I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. Get the right and the wrong, or the two right sides. And I'm gonna put it on my purse, the top, so that way I know what I want it to look like when it's closed. I'm gonna reach my hand in there and tighten it. Just push it up. Now, there you go. So when I do my little charms up here, I'm gonna try and fix this somehow. I'm thinking I'm gonna add some extra wire and hang some of these charms. So, be creative.